Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Christina and today I'm gonna show you how to make this beautiful ring. First, we're gonna start with the materials. We need Fireline thread, a needle, scissors, and a mandrel to measure the ring or something else to measure the ring, and of course our beads. So let's get started. First, we get our Fireline thread and we thread the needle. And the reason we're using Miyuki needles is because they're thin enough to work with those tiny beads. Sometimes we need to pass it through several times through the beads, so we need a needle that is thin enough. And here we're adding a stopper bead to prevent those beads from falling when we add them. And the design we're gonna make is golden and silver, and we're using the Peyote even technique. So we're gonna start by adding 8 silver beads and 2 golden beads, like this. We're gonna make sure that we have all the beads we need. And we're gonna go all the way till the end of our thread. To start the second row, we're gonna pick up a golden bead to follow the design, and we're gonna skip the last bead that we enter on the first row, and we're gonna enter our needle through that second bead. We're gonna have something like a T or a triangle, like this. Then, to continue with peyote, we're gonna skip the next bead and we're gonna pick up a bead and go through the next one. Not the next that follows, but the next one, like this. We're gonna pull that thread so that bead sits nicely next to the other. Again, we're gonna skip a bead and go to the next one. Pull tight. You'll see how the beads sit next to the other one. We're gonna continue with the silver one, skip one, and go to the other one. To finish this last row, make sure not to grab our stopper bead. Our stopper bead is there just for that, and we're gonna get rid of it later on. So now I like to work my way up. There's people that goes from the way up and down, like this. There are people who like to work like this. But I don't know, I prefer to work my way up. So I flip my design and I continue going my way up. So pick up a silver bead and this time we're gonna go up and fill the gaps like this. Pull tight and you see how the design is getting shape now. So we're gonna continue. This time we're picking up a golden bead, and we finished this row. So flip my design again and continue working my way up. And just remember that as you work, you're gonna have a better grip because you'll have more to grab. But in the beginning it's a little hard because you only have like 3 rows. So you need to grab it firmly so you can work your way better. And sometimes this happens, the thread gets stuck at the bottom, but it's an easy fix. We continue adding beads. And you see my thread is coming from this bead, and we're going to fill in the gap on the next one. Like this. Pull tight, and there we go. We finished another row. So we're going to continue with our design. You're seeing that we're making a design that has a line, a golden line on the top. And as I continue, I try to move my thread down so it doesn't get tangled. We skip the gap and we go through the bead that's on the top. And we don't want our thread to continue tangling, so that's why we move it with the needle. And again, the last bead is a golden one. We go through the last golden bead from the last row and we pull tight. And you see as we pull, the bead sits nicely next to the other one, forming that zigzag pattern. And here I'm just speeding the process because it's a long way until we finish that ring. And this is how it's going. We're adding silver beads, and then the last row or couple rows is just a golden bead. And you see as we continue working, it's easier to grab the design because we have more to hold on to. Just remember to be patient, and when things like this happens, you just go back, pull the thread, and then pull tight. You pick up one, put it through, and then we'll flip our design and continue working. I love working with Miyuki beads because they make the most beautiful designs. This is a simple one, but as you progress with knowledge, you will be working on more detailed designs. Once you think you have the desired length, it's time to measure our ring. Here we have our mandrel. So my customer requested a size 6, so we're going to measure it and see how far we've come. Here we see we still have a few more rows to go. So let's continue. And here we're finally closing our ring. This is the most satisfying part. Once we finish, we just have to get rid of that stopper bead. And make a knot to secure our work. Then, all that's left to do is loose that stopper bead and make 2 knots to secure our work. And then all that's left to do is just loose our thread in between those beads. And I like to work up and down, so that way I know that the thread is secure. And now we trim our thread. And there we go. And there's our ring. I hope you like it and understood the process. Here's a bigger one. This is size 7. The one that we were working was size 6. And if you like it, remember that you can also purchase it on our website, www.MISBONITO.com. That's it for today. I hope you liked your project and see you in the next video. And if you like this video, remember to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the other videos. So that's it for today. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and God bless you all.